to the Florida CMZ Group here in Chicago, Thursday, October 20th. I'm Killer. Let's get into the zone, folks, the CMZ zone. So here we are, folks. We've seen the continued rumor mill humming. This rumor mill continues to churn out rumors. Gaddafi is the rumor of the day. Confirmed death, unconfirmed death. There's this cell phone picture floating around. So we're seeing a lot of movement in the markets. We actually had, a Philly Fed today that was surprisingly good. It was great news. And actually, if you saw the opening of the S&P, and if you follow me on my Twitter account, @TheKiller, and you should, but if you saw, I talked about this opening range. It was a wide range. Whenever you see that wide of a range, 5 handles, folks, it was a 12.07 low to 12.12 high. When you see that wide of a range, that opening 8:30 bell, you really are looking for volatility today, and that 12.12 proved to be great resistance. We went up there, touched it on the Philly Fed index number, and came off, went back down to 06, went through it again. We saw a little HFT action, test that 12.12 level, put out a 12.50, and come back off. We hit that killer level I've been talking about, 12.01. Came through it, and right now we're about 11.99, just under the buck. Now on the flip side, in the Treasury market, we saw this price relent. We've seen these Treasuries being sold off a little bit here. It's not correlated like it typically is. When you see that S&P come off, you typically see that buy in the Treasury market. So therefore, folks, I think we've identified some selling, some liquidation over in Europe. Some banks, some of these complex derivatives I've spoken to on prior CMZs, I think they're liquidating that, recapitalizing. So we saw yesterday it was not lock and step, that inverse relationship we typically look at. There was some specific selling in the 10-year and 30-year. However, today I think they cannot resist the fact that when the S&P goes under the buck, according to one of my previous tweets, they have to come and grab these treasuries, folks. So currently we are seeing that 2.28%, that 10-year resistance, that killer resistance I've talked about in the yield. We're seeing that hold in there pretty tight because we just don't have the clarity on EU. There is historic, tremendous pressure on this meeting in Brussels, and Merkel has kind of softened the fact that maybe they won't come to all the problems will not be solved this weekend. And I don't think, honestly, we can, but we're going to continue to react to rumors. We're going to continue to trade rumors. So good luck trading for the rest of the day. Tomorrow's going to be volatile as well. So we'll continue to play that volatility from the right side. Do not get married to these trades. I've talked about this many a times. The other one other thing that has to be considered: be the hammer, not the nail.